What's up everyone, this is MJ. Welcome to my first ever video on my personal YouTube channel. As you guys know, as some of you guys have been following me on Instagram, told you guys that I was going to upload a vlog for the UFC X event, which was in Las Vegas. It was a 2-day event, July 1st and 2nd, which was a Friday and Saturday. UFC does that every year. It's for their International Fight Week, which you can see the fighters, talk to them, take pictures, autographs, and all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna talk about that today. Okay, let's start with the first day, which was the July 1st, Friday. The event started at 9:30 a.m. They opened the doors at 9 a.m. and then the fighters would come on the first group of fighters would come on at 9:30 a.m. and then the event would end at around 5 p.m. let's say. The way it worked, it was basically they had 4 stages, and on each stage there was 3 to 4 fighters. So let's say on the stage 1 it was like Michael Chandler, I don't know, like Santiago Ponzinibbio and Angela Overhill. I mean, just different fighters on each stage, and then they would be up there for like 2 hours, and then they would go down, and then a new group of people would come on the stages. So the 4 stages were always filled because they had fighters at the same time, and then they would all go down, and then the new group would come on. But the problem was that the lines were crazy. I mean, UFC, shout out to them for making this event, but it was just way too many people. Like for the Chandler line, that was the one that I was the most excited for, which was on stage 1 on the first day. We got there at around 8:30 a.m. I thought it would be okay, but when we got there, I was like, holy shit, the line was like, it was already big. I was like, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna get to the fighters. So we got in, we went through the security check, everything, and then we got in there. I went there with my dad. We started taking pictures with the UFC logo that they had with the, I showed the middle finger to Khabib's. They had like a little, I don't know, picture of him over there, and we wasted like around, let's say, 5 minutes just by doing that and looking at the place. I mean, we had no idea that the lines were going to be that crazy to meet the fighters. And then we got to the Chandler line. The line was big, but I still had hope. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's going to be 2 hours. We're going to get to the stage by then. We didn't. The line would just move like so slowly. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like we would stay in this position for like 30 minutes, and then we would move like, let's say, 3 steps, another like 30 minutes, and then it was crazy. So I missed Chandler, which really hurt me mentally. And I mean, it was a good experience though. Then my dad went ahead and stayed on stage 3, if I'm not mistaken, stage 3. And then after I missed Chandler, I knew, because they had the schedule too, I knew that next group was gonna come on. It was Valentina Shevchenko, and a couple other people, Calvin Kattar, I think so, yeah, Rob Font, and all those guys. But I was more excited for the third line because it was gonna be Joanna, Andrei Arlovsky, who else? Joseph Benavidez, and I think Mark Coleman, if I'm not mistaken. So I was excited for that. We got in the line, and once again, we thought we were going to get there. We were going to get to the stage in like 2 hours, because that's what you think. You look at it, you look at the line, and you're like, okay, I know it's moving slowly, but I'm going to get there in 2 hours. We didn't. So we missed Joanna and all those people too, even though at the end they came down a little bit. They gave us like their cards and the things they signed. Let me actually show you guys. Okay, here it is. So this is like, they came down, they gave us the cards that they signed. My dad was able to get like 3 of these, and then he was able to only get 1 from Joanna, which he kept for himself. Selfish guy. But yeah, I mean, at least we saw the fighters. These were like the fighters that I would always watch them and be like, man, they're so cool. And I finally had the chance to be under the same roof as them. So for me, as like a big UFC fan, that was like a dream come true. So I wasn't really mad that I didn't get to like talk to them or like take pictures with them. But I mean, it would have been good if that happened, but it didn't. So yeah. And then when the group of fighters, which included Joanna Arlovsky, Joseph Benavidez, and Mark Coleman, when they went down, the next group was going to come on the stage in like 30 minutes, which was Glover Teixeira, Cody Stamann, Kelvin Gastelum, and Michael Chiesa. So we were already like in the line, and we were like literally close to the stage, so we decided to wait because I like those fighters as well. I mean, Glover Teixeira, man, So we waited there, and then they came on. We went on the stage. Was able to get a signature from all of them. Not like the cards like these. I was only able to get it from Cody Stamann, and yeah, but I wasn't able to get it from Glover Teixeira. But I got it from the other three. It was pretty nice, Michael Chiesa was really nice, Kelvin Gastelum was really nice, Cody Stamann was really nice too, and Glover Teixeira, man, that guy is a legend. So yeah, I mean, as you guys are seeing on the screen, I took signatures from them. I spoke to them for a little bit. We had to move really fast because the UFC staffs were behind us. They kept on telling us to like move, let's go, one autograph like at a time, and I was like, okay, buddy. And I mean, yeah, it was pretty nice. We got down from the stage. I was really happy because finally, after like 4-3 hours, I was able to get a couple signatures. And then we went down. We didn't go in the line anymore. We were just like way too tired. But at the same time that Glover Teixeira, that group was up, Oliveira was on the first stage. I really wanted to see Oliveira too, but the stage 1 line, since Chandler was there, Oliveira was there, all the good guys were on the stage 1 all the time. Like the line was like 5-6 hours long, so you either had to get there like, I don't know, like be like the first person that goes on the stage, or you were not gonna meet them. Like there was no way. So we decided to walk around the convention center for a little bit. I mean, they had a lot of games, a lot of food trucks, a lot of activities that you could do, which was pretty nice. On the ESPN section, there was this game they had. They basically put like 2 punching bags on this little thing that spins, and then you have to try to like punch it while it's spinning, and then you have like your eyes are covered so you can't see, which was pretty hard. I tried it, but yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. And they used to just give you they gave you like a lot of free stuff, like bags, I don't know, like keychains, everything for free. It was pretty nice. They had like a UFC cage that you could go inside, like take pictures. They had a little station for like hand wrapping, like professional hand wrapping, but the line for all of those were like too long, and I personally hate staying in the line. I don't care what the reward is, but I just hate staying in the line. And so yeah, that was basically it for the first day. We saw a lot of other people like the Schmo and Davison Figueiredo too. But yeah, so the first day was more of like gaining experience for the next day, so like learning, yeah. And then the second day, my dad couldn't come with me, but he dropped me off at around 7:30 a.m. So this time I was like, okay, I'm gonna be there earlier, like 2 hours earlier. So we got there around 7:30 a.m. and the line was already medium size, let's say. Okay, so I asked one guy, like, when did you come? He was like 5 a.m. I was like, what the fuck, 5 a.m.? He's like, yeah. I'm like, damn son, 5 a.m. Okay, well, shout out to you, buddy. But yeah, so I stayed there for like 2 hours, but the time went by like really fast. I didn't really feel it. So we got inside, and I had the same backpack that I had with me on the first day, and it was fine. None of the security said anything about it. No one said you cannot bring this in or it's too big, because the day before I called them and I asked them if I could bring the backpack, the camera, and everything, and they said yeah, it's fine as long as it's like in this size. And then the second day, there was this fucking security right there. It was like,
you have to put that in the FedEx locker.
His face was like this. It was just like smiling. I was like, I had the same backpack yesterday. It was like,
no, I don't think so. You have to put it in the locker.
I just didn't want to argue with that fat fucking guy. He was a loser, man. I just went to the FedEx real quick. I had to pay $5 to put it in the locker. And yeah, I mean, that took like 5-6 minutes to just put the backpack in. And I checked the schedule, and Oliver was going to be on the second stage in the morning. So I just put the backpack in the locker, and then I started running. And they said like no running. I was like, shut the fuck up. I just started running, and I got to the line. The line was already filled again. It wasn't as big as the day before, but it was still pretty much like, you know, not really possible to meet Oliver. So I got there and I was depressed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw other people going up, taking pictures, autographs and everything, and I was just, you know, I was just waiting there looking at the line. My legs were hurting. My lower back was hurting already. So yeah, and then it was like the last 10 minutes, I was already so far away. I was like, okay, man, fuck this. I got out the line. I didn't want to waste any more time because I was gonna get ready for the next stage. So I got out out of the line. I went to play some games, you know, just walking around the convention center. I was also pretty hungry because I didn't have time to eat breakfast in the morning. So I got a little wrap with like a drink. I ate it. The prices were fine, you know. It was like outside. I thought they would be like more expensive, but it was just like normal prices. So yeah, I did that. I just walked around for a little bit, and they had a little main stage where they would do like interviews and shows, and you could watch it from like UFC Fight Pass live. It was like Brandon, Michael Chiesa, Carla Esparza, and Tisha Torres. They were just talking about like their experiences and all that stuff. So I started watching that for a little bit. I walked around and I saw Charles Oliveira's coach, Diego Lima. I spoke to him. I was like, man, I took a picture with him, and I was like, can I ask you something? I forgot to record that, by the way. I was like, when you guys fight Islam Makhachev, kill him. And then he had like a little Brazilian accent. Was like, yeah, that's what we're trying to do. I was like, let's fucking go. So yeah, it was pretty good to see his coach at least. And yeah, so I got in the line again to meet the other group of people, which were on stage 3, if I'm not mistaken. So I got in the line, and the fighters were Mark Coleman, Brandon Roywall, Derek Brunson, and Bilal Muhammad. I saw all of them. I took a picture, no, not pictures, autographs. But I recorded it, as you guys are seeing on the screen. And here is the card that Mark Coleman gave me. He signed it. Here's the one that Brandon Roywall gave me. He also signed it as well. And here is Derek Brunson. And this is everyone's favorite fighter, Bilal Muhammad. Yeah. It was pretty chill, you know. I also took an autograph from them on my notebook. I also put these in the middle of the pages because I'm gonna stick their pictures and everything on them. And the cool thing was that when I was in the line for them, I saw these two guys. They were like, "Do you want to pass by?" They were like in the head of the line. I was like, "Yeah, sure," because they were waiting for the next group. So I was like, "Is it fine if I go up there and take pictures with them?" And autographs and I come back join you guys here again so I don't have to wait in the line. And they were just cool enough to say, yeah, sure. Yeah, so I went up there, I took the autographs, the videos and everything. I spoke to them for a little bit, and then I came down. We had to wait for 30 minutes for the next group to come on. And the next group of people were Dan Severn, Roxanne Ferry, something like that. I forgot her name, sorry. Wonderboy Thompson, and at the end it was Forrest Griffin. I also have their cards too. It's just too much time to just take them out. But let me actually show you guys the one that's Wonderboy gave me. Here it is. As you can see, it says MJ, you the man. It's up here, and then his signature, his autograph is down there as well. Yeah, it was a pretty nice event. Those were the fighters that I met. I also saw the media, because the media were in the middle of the convention center on their laptops and, you know, writing their articles, editing their pictures and videos and whatever. Yeah, and then I just walked around for a little bit, and then my dad joined me at the end for the last group, which was Henry Cejudo and Tatiana Suarez. Yeah, a couple other guys I don't remember. The line was like kind of like small, but we only had 30 minutes left, so we were like, you know, okay. My dad stayed in the line because I was too tired. I just went somewhere to sit down, and then he could have my spot. We didn't get to that as well, you know. Last 5 minutes we were very close to the stage, but as always, we missed him. To be honest with you, the event was really cool. Shout out to UFC for organizing this, but it was just way too many people. Maybe like next year they should limit the amount of people, but I know they won't do that because the money is good. And then the problem was that there was a lot of VIP people that could just skip the line and go. They had like a different line, but the prices for the VIP, I didn't check it, but I asked someone and he said it was like $400 or something. I was like, damn, that's a big difference, because the normal pass that we got was $20 for 1 day. So we got like the 2-day pass, which was $40 each. So yeah, you know, but to be honest with you, I'm not complaining about anything, because everything was good. I mean, seeing all the guys, you know, all the fighters and everything. I also saw Chandler. I took videos of him, but the line for Chandler was pretty big too. It was impossible to stay in the line, so I was just taking pictures of him. But yeah, that was it for the UFC X. For next year, at least this time I have much more experience. For next year, I'm gonna be there at 4 a.m. I promise you. Save this video. Next year, I'll be there at 4 or 5 a.m. with my like camping stuff, waiting outside the door, because I'm mad that I couldn't meet Charles Oliveira. And one bonus thing at the end that I want to tell you guys. So at the end of the day, on the second day, on the stage 1, it was Oliveira again. But the line, I don't need to tell you guys, you know. We went on the side. I saw Oliveira. I even called him. He looked at the camera and everything. I asked his coach if he could sign my freaking notebook. He said, no, we can't. I said, okay. You know, I'll meet him again. And then after it was over, they went like in the back. We didn't see them. They didn't let anyone in the back, of course. Me and another guy, we were waiting on the side. We were like, are you down to just go in the back? Like, what's the worst that can happen? The event is already over. Or like if they kick us out, so okay, you kicked us out, you know, what's up? So we went in the back. No one really said anything to us, which was pretty weird, you know. No one really said anything, but I could not see Charles Oliveira. I saw this guy that was, I went like in the back also, like where the UFC cars were, like the SUVs and stuff and Cadillacs to take the fighters and stuff. And the guy said, yeah, these are the cars for the UFC fighters, but I don't know when they're gonna come out or if they're gonna go with their own car. He didn't give me that much information, but at least, you know, he said something, you know. But yeah, that was the end of the story. I could not meet Oliveira. I saw Chandler really close. I saw Oliveira really close too, but I could not speak to him or take any autographs or pictures. But yeah, it was fine. It was a good experience. I'm not mad about it. I'm not depressed about it. But you know, it was really good. Let's wait till next year. Hopefully, it's gonna be in Vegas again. And yeah, thank you so much for watching the video all the way to the end. It would mean a lot if you could please subscribe to my channel, like this video if you really enjoyed it, share it with friends and family and whatever, and please let me know what you think about it in the comment section. You know, I would love to hear your feedback. I'll try to upload more videos in this channel. I'm also working on a podcast with fighters and stuff that I'm gonna upload on this channel. But yeah, so stay tuned for that, subscribe, and see you guys in the next video. Peace out.